Social media's influence on politics is undeniable. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube have become important spaces for political discourse. They are used by politicians, parties, and citizens to share information, mobilize support, and engage in debate. This digital landscape has significantly altered how we consume political information. Traditional media outlets, once gatekeepers of information, now compete with online platforms. The rise of social media has created opportunities and challenges. It has democratized access to information, allowing citizens to engage with political issues directly. However, this accessibility also brings risks, including the spread of misinformation and the amplification of extreme voices. The line between informed commentary and biased propaganda can become blurred. This complexity makes it crucial for citizens to be discerning consumers of online content. Social media platforms are designed to keep users engaged. Algorithms prioritize content that generates reactions, often favoring sensationalism and emotional appeals over nuanced analysis. This creates a breeding ground for clickbait headlines and emotionally charged content, which can distort public perception. The constant stream of information can also lead to information overload, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. As social media's role in politics grows, it is vital to consider its impact on democratic processes. The way information is shared and consumed online can shape public opinion, influence voting behavior, and even impact the outcomes of elections. Understanding these dynamics is essential for navigating the evolving landscape of political communication in the digital age. Informed citizens are crucial for a healthy democracy. Dhruv Rathee is a prominent example of social media's influence in Indian politics. A vocal critic of the current government, Rathee commands a large following on platforms like YouTube. His videos, often critical of government policies, attract millions of views. Rathee's content exemplifies the power and potential pitfalls of online political commentary. Rathee's popularity stems from his ability to connect with a younger, digitally savvy audience. He presents complex political issues in an accessible and engaging manner, using humor, satire, and visual aids. This approach has resonated with many, particularly young Indians, who find traditional media outlets out of touch. However, his critics argue that his content often lacks objectivity and presents a one-sided narrative. Rathee's influence extends beyond online engagement. His videos have sparked discussions, fueled protests, and even influenced voting decisions. This level of impact underscores the shift in political discourse, where online influencers can rival the reach of traditional media. However, it also raises questions about the accountability and responsibility of such influencers in shaping public opinion. Dhruv Rathee's case highlights the evolving relationship between social media influencers and political engagement. While he has undoubtedly contributed to political awareness and participation, his approach also underscores the need for critical consumption of online content. The line between activism and journalism can become blurred in the digital space, making it essential for audiences to distinguish between information, opinion, and potential bias. The 2024 Indian general election provided a stark reminder of the gap between online narratives and electoral realities. Many social media influencers, including Dhruv Rathee, made predictions about the outcome, often forecasting a close contest. These predictions, amplified through echo chambers and online discussions, shaped perceptions among certain segments of the electorate. However, the actual results told a different story. The incumbent government, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, secured a decisive victory, defying many pre-election forecasts. This discrepancy between predictions and outcomes highlighted the limitations of relying solely on social media for political analysis. It underscored the importance of considering factors beyond online sentiment, such as ground realities, voter demographics, and the effectiveness of political campaigns. Several factors contributed to the divergence between online predictions and the election results. First, social media platforms often represent a skewed sample of the population, with younger, urban, and more politically active users overrepresented. Second, online echo chambers can reinforce existing beliefs and create a false sense of consensus. Third, traditional factors like party machinery, ground-level mobilization, and voter turnout continue to play a significant role in elections. The 2024 election serves as a cautionary tale about the limitations of social media in predicting political outcomes. While online platforms offer valuable insights into public sentiment and emerging trends, they should not be mistaken for accurate reflections of the broader electorate. Understanding the complexities of electoral politics requires a nuanced approach that considers a wide range of factors, both online and offline. Social media's power lies in its ability to shape narratives. Information, whether accurate or misleading, spreads rapidly through shares, likes, and comments. This creates opportunities for political actors to control the narrative, influence public perception, and mobilize support. However, this power also presents risks, as misinformation and propaganda can proliferate with equal ease. One of the dangers of social media is the creation of echo chambers, where users are primarily exposed to information that confirms their existing beliefs. Algorithms designed to personalize user experience often exacerbate this phenomenon, feeding users content aligned with their past interactions. This can lead to political polarization, as individuals become increasingly entrenched in their views and less open to opposing perspectives. The spread of misinformation is another significant concern. False or misleading information, often disguised as legitimate news, can circulate rapidly on social media. This can have detrimental consequences, influencing public opinion, inciting violence, and undermining trust in democratic institutions. The lack of traditional gatekeepers in the online space makes it challenging to control the spread of such harmful content. Social media's impact on political discourse is a double-edged sword. While it has empowered citizens and fostered participation, it has also created avenues for manipulation, misinformation, and polarization. Navigating this complex landscape requires critical thinking, media literacy, and a healthy skepticism towards information encountered online. The responsibility lies with both social media companies and individual users to promote a more informed and responsible digital public sphere. In the age of social media, the role of independent journalism is more critical than ever. Traditional media outlets, with their established practices of fact-checking, source verification, and editorial oversight, provide a vital counterbalance to the often unverified information circulating online. They play a crucial role in holding power to account, providing in-depth analysis, and offering diverse perspectives on critical issues. Independent journalism serves as a cornerstone of a healthy democracy. By providing citizens with accurate and reliable information, it enables them to make informed decisions, engage in meaningful debate, and hold their elected officials accountable. Journalists act as watchdogs, investigating corruption, exposing wrongdoing, and ensuring transparency. Their work is essential for a functioning democracy. However, the journalism industry faces numerous challenges. The rise of digital platforms has disrupted traditional business models, leading to financial constraints and resource limitations. This has resulted in newsroom closures, job losses, and a decline in investigative journalism. The spread of misinformation and the erosion of trust in traditional media further exacerbate these challenges. Supporting independent journalism is crucial for safeguarding democratic values. Citizens must recognize the value of credible news sources and be willing to pay for quality journalism. Governments and policymakers should also explore ways to support the industry without compromising editorial independence. A vibrant and independent media landscape is essential for a thriving democracy. Navigating the digital information landscape requires media literacy. the ability to critically evaluate and analyze information from different sources. It involves questioning biases, identifying misinformation, and understanding the motivations behind the content we consume. Cultivating media literacy is essential for becoming responsible digital citizens. One crucial aspect of media literacy is developing critical thinking skills. This involves questioning headlines, verifying information from multiple sources, and being wary of emotional appeals or sensationalized content. It also requires understanding the difference between news reporting, opinion pieces, and sponsored content, each serving different purposes and potentially carrying biases. Another important element is understanding the influence of algorithms and how they shape our online experiences. Social media platforms use sophisticated algorithms to personalize content, often prioritizing engagement over accuracy. Recognizing how these algorithms work can help us break out of echo chambers and expose ourselves to diverse viewpoints. Educational institutions, government agencies, and civil society organizations all have a role to play in promoting media literacy. Integrating media literacy into school curriculums can equip younger generations with the critical thinking skills needed to navigate the digital world responsibly. Public awareness campaigns can educate citizens about online risks and empower them to identify and combat misinformation. In a democracy, voters hold immense power. They have the right and responsibility to choose their leaders and shape the future of their nation. However, this power must be exercised responsibly, based on informed judgment and a discerning approach to information consumption. In the digital age, voters face an overwhelming deluge of information, making it challenging to separate fact from fiction. Social media, while offering valuable platforms for political engagement, can also be breeding grounds for misinformation, propaganda, and biased narratives. Voters must approach online content with a critical eye, questioning sources, verifying information, and seeking diverse perspectives. Beyond critical evaluation, voters have a responsibility to engage in informed discussions and debates. This involves listening to opposing viewpoints, engaging in respectful dialogue, and seeking common ground when possible. Blindly following political ideologies or online influences without critical thought can lead to polarization and undermine the principles of democracy. Ultimately, the strength of a democracy rests on the shoulders of informed and engaged citizens. By embracing critical thinking, media literacy, and a commitment to civil discourse, voters can navigate the complexities of the digital age and make responsible choices that contribute to a more informed, just, and equitable society. The intersection of social media and democracy presents both opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, these platforms have empowered citizens, amplified marginalized voices, and fostered greater political participation. On the other hand, they have also facilitated the spread of misinformation, exacerbated polarization, and created new avenues for manipulation and propaganda. As social media continues to shape political discourse, it is crucial to strike a balance between harnessing its potential and mitigating its risks. This requires a multi-pronged approach involving responsible platform governance, robust media literacy initiatives, and a discerning public committed to informed engagement. Social media companies have a responsibility to address the spread of misinformation, curb hate speech, and ensure transparency in their algorithms. They must prioritize user safety and implement measures to protect democratic processes from manipulation and foreign interference. Educating citizens about media literacy is paramount. Equipping individuals with the skills to critically evaluate information, identify biases, and recognize misinformation is essential for navigating the digital landscape responsibly. Ultimately, the future of democracy in the digital age depends on informed, engaged, and discerning citizens. We must approach online information with a critical eye, embrace diverse perspectives, and engage in respectful dialogue. Only then can we harness the power of social media to strengthen democratic values and build a more informed and equitable society.